this is a team. A very, very cohesive team that understands very well that we don't win anything as individuals. The only time we win and are able to maintain and retain that win is when we work as a collective, when we work as a team. And let me tell you, from 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning until some nights 11, 12 o'clock, there are people in that office doing anything that we need them to do. Some of you are here today, particularly the young people. So I'm very, very thankful that you are there, because everyone that's a member of this team is also very passionate. Not just passionate about Neethan and his candidacy, but passionate about the reason that we're all there. Passionate about making sure that we have somebody at Queen's Park that understands the needs of common folk.
Amazing NDP candidate that is willing to offer a diverse community an immense amount of change. I mean, I would like to take this moment to say a few personal remarks as well, and explain how a person like Neethan Shan dwells in the hearts of many young Canadians, and specifically Tamil Canadians just like myself. So I want to proudly declare here that Neethan Shan, you are my role model, and you are a role model to many young Canadians out there who have, and you have influenced their life, their values, their beliefs in a great manner. And starting off with some few attributes that I wanted to mention about you up here. Your involvement within the Tamil community from a very young age, and the broader Canadian community. Your dedication to everything that you touch upon. Your charismatic character, your confidence, that amazing confidence that you possess, your willpower, and last but not least, the love and determination that you have towards your homeland. And you know, that's something that I've always looked upon. And something that I want to mention here right now is that you never, ever, ever give up. And that's something that I acknowledge at this point in time. You never lose hope. You always look towards that little speck of light, even when life gives you all these hardships and barriers. And I've been watching this throughout our campaigns that we've been through. Canadian மண்ணில் இளைய சமுதாயத்திற்கு ஒரு வழிகாட்டியாகவும் நிச்சயமாக ஒரு முன் உதாரணமாக எப்பொழுதும் நீங்கள் எங்கள் சமுதாயத்தில் திகழ்ந்து வருகின்றீர்கள். எமது வாழ்வின் வளர்ச்சி மட்டுமில்ல, கல்வித்துறையில் எல்லோருக்கும் ஒரு சமத்துவமான ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ், ஒரு ஆஃபர் வரணுக்காக நீங்கள் உங்களோட வாழ்க்கையை அர்ப்பணிச்சிருக்கீங்க அதுக்கு. And I've seen that and I've been through that. And ஒரு சமுதாயத்திற்கு இளையவர்கள் எவ்வளவு முக்கியமான ஒரு பங்கு என்பதை நீங்கள் எடுத்து காட்டியிருக்கிறீர்கள் நிறைய தருணங்களில். So, you know, thank you so much for that.
And the reason I wanted to say a few words tonight about Neethan. I grew up in Scarborough, raised a family in Scarborough, and I know that the values that the labor movement brings forward about the kind of social justice that we seek for our society, the values of people who are working hard to be able to get a fair deal in life, and in the backdrop of today, not just the provincial election, but what Rob Ford has tried to do to this city, and the amazing organizing that's gone on in every neighborhood in Toronto, every neighborhood in Scarborough, to say we don't want that slash and burn agenda. People are connecting that if Rob Ford is able to impose a slash and burn agenda, it's going to look a lot like what Tim Hudak would do if he was elected. But people are also convinced that they want a genuine alternative to more of the same. To $2.4 billion in corporate tax cuts, and a provincial government saying we have no money for better education, we have no more money for transit along the Finch LRT. We're willing to scrap that because Rob Ford said so. Neethan is elected to Queen's Park as he was elected as a trustee, on the phone, in the community, constantly answering questions of people saying, what about this? What about my problem? And so I want to say, that we have to cherish those of us who wish to put themselves forward for public life.
Election campaigns are obviously to win, but election campaigns are also time to raise important issues, build solidarity, create energy, increase civic participation, inform more people about what's happening in the area, getting young people inspired. Because I know when I get called to an elementary school, when other candidates don't show up, I do show up, because those young people need to feel inspired and be engaged. Those grade 5s and grade 6 need to be part of the political process right from that age. So elementary school, you name it, the other candidates don't show up, but we do. NDP is about building movement. In the election processes, each time we build movement. I have to say that I've knocked tens of thousands of doors. I still have a lot more to knock, but it's a 50,000 households, I think, 40 to 50,000 households, somewhere in between there. But most important thing is, people are ready for change. One message is consistent: people do not want status quo politics anymore. People do not want a government that has lost touch with the ground reality of the people. But I have to say, many people are frustrated. They are very frustrated that they are painting everybody with the same brush. But once they see me and my candidacy, and once they heard our leader Andrea Horwath on the debate, and millions of people watch, they know they are getting something different from NDP. This is not the status quo politics. Andrea Horwath, our leader of NDP, is promising something different, something that is grounded in the realities of the people. So about the change that people want, there are more and more people resonating to our platform. And that is because our platform is about everyday people, everyday families. NDP's platform is about making life affordable, plain and simple. Many of our families are finding it really difficult to make ends meet. Whether it's the transit fees that they have to pay, whether it's the fact that we don't have a proper transit, that the cars we need to own because of lack of choice in public transit in Scarborough, whether it's the tuition fees that we have to pay for our children to have a higher education. All these things add up, and the only reason NDP is gaining popularity and receiving the response that we are receiving is because we are the only party that is talking about real issues and keeping aside political jargon and talking about putting people first. And that kind of message is getting to people. We are seeing a lot of support growing, and hopefully on October 6th, with all of your support, losing track of time too. With all of your support, we will be able to form the first NDP government with a female premier of Ontario. So I want to finish off, and I know we are all eagerly waiting for dinner too. I want to finish off by saying that in the last federal election, Scarborough Rouge River and Scarborough Southwest turned orange. The election before that, or the situation before that, all 6 Scarborough ridings were red. Right now, 2 red, 2 blue, 2 orange. We have leveled the playing field. And in the October 6th election, I'm sure we will make every Scarborough riding orange. I get that. And I know we can do it because, as our beloved leader, Jack Layton, said, don't let them tell you it can't be done. It will be done with all of your support. We will make history, and we will win at the end of October 6th with overwhelming majority and form a government that will represent people and put people first. So let's go ahead, work hard in the next few days, and win as many seats as possible for NDP, and make sure that our people who need a break, who need something that they can actually feel like some kind of impact has happened in their households and so on. So let's work together and make history on October 6th. Thank you very much.
But our goal is to reach every home, every voter. Just an example this evening, I was at a native housing development in Scarborough. It's a Wigwam housing development, and it's a building where only the NDP has been in. We're the only party that's going to knock on those doors and talk to those people. We're not going to ignore any communities. We're going to go to the, western part of our riding, where it's mainly Chinese. We have to get to each of those voters. We want to engage everyone. We've got a wonderful message with the NDP, and we need to share that message. We need to let them know the message. We need to engage them and let every voter know they're important and they matter. And that's what the NDP does. So with your help over the next few days, I need you to come out. Many of you have come out already. And this room is filled with really good, hardworking volunteers from every community. We need you to come out, give us a hand over the next few days, help us engage Scarborough. Because once Scarborough becomes orange,